Welcome to the Pirate Studio. We're going to jump right into that. I'm Raven, and let's have a quick read. What did you do? What did you do? So this is a general read, collective read, so either you resonate with it or you don't. You will find out eventually. And then you will have to decide for yourself whether this resonates or not. So we're just going to start with the general energies as they are right now. Okay. So these are the Snake Charmers card. So this is about picking a path. You have the whole world in your hand, as you can see here, and just like Shiva, he is wearing his ego. Snakes symbolizes the ego and many other things, so he wrapped his ego around his neck in order to decide a path for himself. I don't know, maybe we can try this. Try something new, and I believe you will see my cards a little better if we do it like this. Even I do. Okay. So there could be some complications regarding a travel. There could be some stress related to it. It's coming out in reverse, and same also when it comes to your finances. There could be some issues regarding this. Let's have a look. Is there something we can do to solve the traveling issues? I don't think we want that, or any issues with the coins. But you seem prepared to go somewhere. Okay. Cards here advises you to take it easy. This is a very fast moving card. Usually he's riding a horse, but these energies are coming fast towards you, and this is also the solution and the problem in one card regarding the traveling issues. This is someone who wants to move fast forward. This one haven't planned things properly. And so he's rushing back and forward, not taking his time thinking as he should here. And this might also result that he's overspending some money. Here you are trying to manifest a balance down to the earth, while you are leaving behind you a break of the heart. Okay, so it could have been a Leo involved in this, or an Aries. There for sure is a fire sign here, or someone with prominent fire placement in this role. You are living somewhere, another life, to calmer waters, because you want to put behind you very bad habits, with Devil card here in reverse. There's been a battle here, and there is still a small battle that you have ahead of you, but you do have the Wheel of Fortune here. So let's have another look. So let's check your past. Let's check your past. Okay, there's a lot of things going on. There are a lot of crazy things. Soon we have the eclipse, yeah. So in the past, maybe someone I have this feeling someone or something wasn't just taken for granted, but energy is accumulated. Maybe some of you miss just moving, flying, riding a bike, driving a car. You know, it's like this is someone who lost the lust for anything. It's like, I'm done. What else is there to chase? And that could have been part of the reasons. And so he's kind of bored. Okay, he's kind of bored. So recently, some of you have been waiting and waiting. I feel that's you. You've been waiting maybe for things to change. You've been very patient regarding your situation, but things doesn't change. They are exactly the same. And now we have this little issue here with swords in reversed. Let's check how reversed they really are. Not so much. They are more about something that you need to overcome. You need to plan whatever you do. Very perfect. And the traveling alone, wherever you go, even though it's just moving to the next neighborhood or moving yourself from a specific situation, it is in the 8th house, so it is a transformational progress. There will be some truth here revealed to this situation. But of course, wherever you go, you might expect a little bit troublesome energies. Just adapt, play nice, don't mingle in other people's affairs, lay low, things will be just fine. We have the King of Coins popping up here as well. Yeah. Right. Okay, that is just delightful. So I'll push this one a little bit closer to you. What have we here? Oh, there are 2 cards here, which I have not paid attention to. Okay, that's weird. We'll have a look. We'll have a look. Clearly they mean something. So what's going on here is simply 8 of Swords. Some of you could still feel stuck in the situation. It's like it's difficult for you to imagine that, wow, I'm a manifester. I actually manifest my own reality, and soon it's going to be real. And it's scary. It's scary because you have to plan this. There was a betrayal here. And you might meet the one that was involved in the betrayal wherever you're going, or that could be the very reason that you're leaving. So some kind of backstabbing here. Okay. There are a mixture of energies when it comes to keeping your coins. Not overspending. It's going a little bit back and forward, because when you are wherever you are, whatever you do, the situation we are in now, things becoming more expensive, the world is changing, there are some challenges, and you have to keep your coins close. And of course it's a challenge. Now the good news is that wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you have 2 of Cups waiting for you here. And that's not too bad. The earthing, not a good habit. It's a very subconscious kind of things most humans do, I assume, unless you're a politician. Okay, so this this is going to take a whole lot of strength, and I'm so happy they're finally using a tiger on your strength part. I'm kind of into tigers now these days. Next card is that, so this is in your surroundings. This is someone who are juggling with 2 swords. Good luck with that. But someone around you needs to make a choice. And I think that could be yourself. Is it in reversed? Actually, it is. It seems to me like it's a little bit of both here as well, because 11 is what we say in Norway an odd number, but it also equals a 2. Here we have the Queen of Wands. So this is you mirroring you in your surroundings. This is the universe reminding you to be the Queen of Wands. Okay? She is witty, she's charming, she's popular, but also remember that this woman also creates jealousy. She could have been involved in some kind of event regarding your past. Okay, so let's check your personal situation. That's free. Sorry. Good thing we can edit stuff now. Okay, so that's a whole lot of story. Okay, so it seems like there is something regarding this situation which it's almost like a small burden to you here. It's like, it's okay, but I wish I just had that extra coin so it would be more flawless. There are a battle that you need, this bridge that you're passing, it's safe enough, but you don't know the full story of this bridge, and that makes you a little bit insecure. You know that the path you've been walking and you're about to take again have been breaking hearts. So this is something you're aware of, and that's not something you want to experience again. So whoever the Emperor is popping up again. This is someone who broke your heart. This is someone who probably already was married. Well, yeah, he was married, but the situation with his or her wife was rather complicated. It was kind of finished, and yet it was not finished. One made a fool out of you, which ended up here. You are as the Empress. So it's not in reverse, and yet you kind of feel like shit when you're sitting on that throne. And of course, the so 6 of Cups, 7 of Cups, sorry, that would be an illusion here, or some options that you have regarding your journey into the unknown. But what we do know is that you are removing yourself from past inflictions, from heartbreak to chaos, to whatever, and you know that there are new adventures wherever you're going, and that they have to be dealt with in another manner. Okay, so the broken Empress, that's interesting. Now let's see what you have ahead of you regarding, there's going to be an obstacle on that bridge. And that seems to be 6 of Coins. Now, I'm not sure if that's an obstacle. I'd say maybe that's rather a surprise. You expect, because you're moving around with humbleness, you are being humble, but you're not quite, you can see the way he's walking. He's walking his steps very, very carefully while he's holding that weight, or that libra, the weight in his hand, making sure that he keeps the balance, the balance between the sky and the earth. That will be enough. So what might come as a surprise regarding this journey is that someone who you've been working with before, or someone you've been working with, someone you've put behind you, might come in and they want to continue their juggling perhaps. So maybe that's you finding out that you want to juggle coins. Anyway, this is someone who are interested in working with you, or this could be you. This could be you who got heartbroken with someone you used to work with. Because what I see here is someone who are detaching from this Five of Cups here. And it's coming out is in reverse as number 1 here in your action field. So I see someone here. This lady here who couldn't give a shit on what clothes she's wearing. She's in this for the coin. She wants to work on her money. So everything else here is just, you putting things behind you. And so you're going towards enlightenment. You know that there will be things that you need to sacrifice. Some of you out there could be Scorpios. Now let's check. What the alternative cards have to tell you. Now let's check your story. Okay. There is a garden here of beauty that awaits you. It carries number 2. It could be something that is attached to spiritual knowledge, but it does signify the equilibrium of the High Priestess. It is also a transformational card. Okay, you go. Beautiful. Cover up that woman. There's someone here. You're in for some fun. You're in for some fun. Haven't we talked about over and under the rainbow a lot? This is someone taking action, because I had enough of all this Four of Cups kind of BS, or people throwing rocks at me. Leave me be and let me fly off with unicorn. This number 9 here is also, I'm done. I'm going off with my unicorn. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to live like a child. I'm going to live my life as it is. However, there might be some obstacles, but these obstacles could be simply you having a backpack travel to Nepal, or even Peru, if some of you have thought about Peru. So this is the 3 here, and so this is also transformational. If you're connected to mountains, or you're planning a trip to the mountains, this card could suggest absolutely that, and there's nothing wrong with that. There is a travel companion here, so it's a little bit like the Fool. So some of you might meet an actual dog, or it could be in the form of a human. There is someone here who adores you, who loves you, And that could be one issue for those of you who have a dog and you want to travel, but you have a dog. So I have a friend who had this issue for a long time now. She's got 2 dogs and she's struggling a lot. She can't, you know, she's one of the victims of the pandemic and works and all these things. But the dog loves you unconditionally and he wants to play ball. He wants to come with you. So it could be a human as well, but this is unconditional love. And wherever you go, you could fall in love with a puppy and decide that, you know, I'm going to bring it with me. Now, I would be a little bit careful here. The cards are warning you against a snake in the garden. And this is not that kind of snake that is sneaking itself up your spinal, up your spine in order to illuminate you. This is not that kind of snake. This snake is aggressive and it carries the number 7, which is a false, ancient false depiction of God. However, wherever you go in the world, there are snakes, and here is one that you need to be warned. You need to be warned about this one. Who is this snake in your path? Who is this snake in your path? Who is this snake in your path? I already have a fair share of snakes, so okay. So it's connected to the 6 of Swords regarding your travel. Yes, it verifies here with the dice number 7. So this is someone who could almost have godlike ideas about him or herself. This is also the juggler. This is a previous lover. This is someone who might know that you're going wherever you are going. If you're going back somewhere, they are already aware of it and they are ready to pursue you, to juggle you, basically. They are ready to put it all back up again, whatever it was, and they are coming fast forward. And they are ready to be your playboy / girl. So that is your snake in the garden. Fire energy, be aware of it. This is deceitful energies, and the cards below there advises you to move away from it as soon as possible. If you hear something, you know, if your stomach gut tells you that, you know, or if this is someone that you have been involved with before, walk away. You don't want the snake a second time, because if you invite a snake into your life, you have to become the snake yourself. It's just like that. If you're a mouse and you're up against a snake, I'm not saying you're a mouse, just a picture, you're going to be swallowed. So here the owls are popping in again with the number 7. And I think this card is rather beautiful. So they tell you. There are 2 of them here, and this is about knowledge. Tower owls. It's about wisdom and knowledge, to be able to dive into the subconsciousness to retrieve information. Some of you could have, or it could also advise you to call your spirit animal. Some of you have maybe not connected to the owl yet. If that's the case, I suggest that you do. So all the divinations that you're making through the cards, if you're writing down a a small piece of paper where you describe your own spirit animal, even give it a name, you will have a direct connection to your subconscious. Okay, to your subconsciousness. Tick tack, C890. You are well aware of that there are a lot of symbols here. You have the owl, you have the rooster. So this is time, this is Lord Kronos. So you know that maybe some of you are finished with your 20s and 30s, and maybe you are also up in your 40s, and you realize that, you know, there is no time to wait for something to happen. You need to make the call. Time is running out. 1 year now is not what it used to be when you were 10. So this is tick tack, and you're well aware of that. And what do you know? I don't know. I don't know what to say, except that there is quite the ladies' man here. And there is quite the, well, can I say, gentleman's woman, I don't know. Beautiful. Here she is looking at him. Now beware, he could be the snake. Anyway, there is something about a ring that will be some kind of a subject here. Let's throw a dice on the guy. Oh, he comes up as a 2. So that could be your 2 of cups, whoever you are. Okay, let's pull a couple of Lenormands for you. So Lenormand. This is 7 of bastos, and there it contains a lot of mice. Talking about mice, did we not? So since we are there, at still take care of who you are giving your heart to, because you never know whether you are up against a snake and you are the mouse. Okay, so be a snake, but you can be something else as well. You have access to all the spirit animals you can imagine. So if you need to swap your kitty cat armor and turn or mice armor and turn into a dangerous snake, then you have to do that, because you have to set limits, because snakes like the one we just saw, they don't possess those kind of limits. So 3 and 2 beautiful birds. A short-lived sorrow. Announce the birds that are flying very near. If they are far from you, however, your travels will be full of cheer. Okay, so let's put them far away. Okay, so in the spiritual process here, besides, yeah, there's another hitchhiker here. So you will have a card here that you might get lost for some time. You might get lost in your own head, or you might get literally lost, like I tend to do when I'm trying to go back home. So don't be surprised if that happens. It's completely normal. Off with you. There is a transmutation in this. Okay. Miguel. I don't know why they are using the connecting the Hebrew angels with Egypt. I don't know. It seemed to me a little bit strange, but whatever it is, this is, I thought, Tahuti maybe, but this is about transmutation. So everything you do now is all about transmutation. Okay? It remind you that you need to be grateful. You need to have the grateful mindset in order for you to attract more. You need to be the magnet. So if you can, my darling, if you can, just overwrite your head. Because you're full of programs that are not supposed to be there. They are stopping you from doing what you're supposed to do. Okay? So just... there is this button inside of you that sometimes it can glue people to the television. It can... there is this energy and rays and vibrations being sent out everywhere. And they're creating a distortion in your head, which can make people lazy, depressed. The only thing to avoid that is to be in constant motion. So this one talks about happiness. It's about the dolphins. So wherever you go, maybe you are going to a place where there are actual dolphins, and if you haven't thought about it yet, you might think of that. I know I have a dolphin as a spirit animal myself on the right side, according to Native American read. And I know they're fun and they're beautiful and they're lovely. Metatron here, this is about some of you going to study. It's going to be adding to your divine intelligence. Now that's good. Also, it talks to you here about empathy. Empathy. Okay? So that would be it for today. Empathy goes a long, long way, because whoever you are interacting with, either you like it or not, it is another version of yourself. So I wish you the best of luck and have a beautiful week. Strong end.